one. That was Steal the Sun and UIC right here on the sessions on 107.6. I've been joined by video call with RAAB. Hello, RAAB.
Hello.
Hello.
Hiya.
Thank you very much for joining me. Thank you for doing this again.
Thanks for having me.
Tell me and tell the listeners a little bit about yourself.
So I'm RAAB. I'm a singer-songwriter from Dunfermline. I've been writing songs, doing session work, played in a couple of bands throughout my teens, and a couple of years ago I decided to go for my own artist name, my own songs, and I've been really enjoying it so far. Okay,
you were in here, was that last December or was it the December before that? I've lost track of what year this is nowadays.
Yeah, I don't even know what day it is. December 2019.
19, so that was 2 December, not Christmas there, but Christmas before,
Christmas
right?
Before that.
Yeah. Seems like
a
a
while
lifetime
ago
now.
It does.
And you were here with some musicians and you played some tracks. We've got some of them here in the sessions, but that's not what we're going to be playing tonight. Tell me about your new songs. Tell me about the first song we're going to play, the walking song.
Yeah, so my debut EP came out on the 12th of February there. It's a 4-track EP. The first song is The Walking Song. I actually wrote this in the first lockdown last April, I think it was. And it was actually just all about this walk home from uni that I used to do, and I was missing it because I was still finishing up uni, but obviously did the rest of it online. And I just missed this walk home. All these lyrics happened and the song came about.
Here we go. This is The Walking Song by RAAB. That was RAAB and The Walking Song right here on the sessions on 107.6. I'm joined via video call with RAAB. Hello again.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you very much for staying with me. Bit of a country twist to that one, the kind of mandolin thing going on there, and that big piano bass note halfway through. Very nice.
Thanks.
Somebody told me, a little birdie told me that I know that mandolin player.
Yes.
Tell me about this mandolin player.
Lewis McLaughlin.
McLaughlin, yeah.
He recorded and mixed the whole EP. It was kind of the three of us were a wee team. Him, my producer Finlay Johnson, and myself kind of put it all together. And yeah, he played mandolin and fiddle on the tracks, which was such a treat.
I've had Lewis McLaughlin in here twice doing different bits and pieces for me. Absolutely cracking musician in his own right.
He is.
He works in a studio. I can't remember the name of it. Maybe you can remind me.
B&B Studio.
That's the one. Yeah. Absolutely brilliant sound so far. Thank you very much for this, RAAB.
Thanks.
Tell me more about the kind of EP. How did it come about? Was it planned? Was it definitely going to do this EP, or was it just kind of ad hoc in bits and pieces? You tell me the story about how it came about.
Well, it was completely spontaneous. I didn't plan to do an EP at all. I thought I'll do that sometime in the future, but this was last year, and I didn't think anything was really possible music-wise anyway. And I had these songs. There was all this time to write songs, so I had these songs, and I showed them to Finlay Johnson, my producer, and we're like, right, we could work on these, so this could keep us busy. And I thought about Lewis, whose recording mixing restrictions were lifted a bit at the time, and so got in touch with him, and he was like, yeah, how's next week? So we were in, it was just like, okay. So we were in a studio space a week later. We did a huge bulk of it in 2 days, the three of us, and it just kind of happened, and it wasn't planned, and then it was all recorded, and I was just like, okay, we could release
done. And it's
whenever. Yeah.
4 tracks on this EP. We're going to move on to track number 2. Tell me about the Edge of the World.
Edge of the World is just one of those positive pick-me-up songs when you're feeling a bit rubbish. And I just wanted to write a song like that. That's how that came about. I thought, I want to write a really positive, happy song. And I knew it was going to sound kind of soft and pretty, if you like. There's chimes in this, which we actually spent about 2 hours recording just the chimes. And yeah, that's when we knew we needed a lunch break, because we were all going a bit mad with these chimes. So you listen out for the chimes in this one. They sound really nice. It was worth it.
A big shout out for the chimes. This is Edge of the World by RAAB right here on the sessions. Was Edge of the World by RAAB right here on the sessions on 107.6, and that fade out is still going behind us there. We had a nice fade in and a huge fade out at the end. Joined by video feed with RAAB. Hello again. Thank you for staying with us. Mentioned there just off air and just between the tracks there about Lewis McLaughlin and how mistakes can be made and how embarrassing things can happen. Have we got any other stories that I can hold against Lewis McLaughlin maybe? No, that's fine. Because I've had Lewis in here twice, I think, before. And the first time I made a mistake, double booked and then triple booked. But anyway,
but he came back.
He came back for the second time. You're right. That's the point. He did come back. Anyway, less about Lewis and more about you. If people can want to be in touch and check out your material, check out this new EP that's out, how can they be in touch? Have you got a Facebook page, a YouTube channel, Instagram feed?
Yeah, I'm on Facebook, just as RAAB, RAAB. Instagram is RAAB_music. And yeah, YouTube is just RAAB as well. I have a YouTube channel and I have a website, raabmusic.com, and you can also listen to the tracks on there as well and keep up to date with, well, there's not any gigs happening, but there will be hopefully in the future. So you can have a look on there when gigs are happening.
That was kind of going to be my next question about gigs and future plans and bits and pieces, but I suppose we can do that now. I've done this a few times with bands over the last couple of weeks, and I ask them, have you got any gigs you want to promote? Have you got any gigs in the diary you want to give a mention to? And everybody just laughs at me, and it's kind of fair enough, I suppose, because there's no gigs.
There's no gigs. Yeah.
But we've got an EP out. You've got an EP out. I say we. You've got an EP out. And there hasn't been a launch gig yet. Hasn't been a launch date. It's out. It is out. People can get it, get hold of it. People can buy it. People can listen to it. But there hasn't been a gig for it yet.
Nope.
When there's a date, email me in or Facebook, send me a message and I'll give it a wee plug. I'll give people details for it. That's what this show's all about.
I will do. I think you could do like a live Facebook gig, actually. I think that might happen very soon. I haven't put a date on it yet, but that might be pretty cool.
There has been a lot of these kind of Facebook live gigs and Facebook events and these kind of music things on the go. And some of them, for me, from my opinion, maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong, some of them have been great. Some of them have been fantastic. But then the other ones you see that are just bad karaoke. You know what I mean? It's that. And you think, nope, keep scrolling. I'm just going to keep going. Not listening to that. I
have a gig on Sunday. It just occurred to me.
You do have a gig in the diary.
I do have a gig in the diary. Yeah, I do. Oh my gosh.
Sunday.
Sorry.
Tell me.
On Sunday, yeah, Febfest at the King's Theatre in Kirkcaldy. I'm playing with Febfest. Obviously online, it's a virtual free gig. So yeah, check it out. They have a Facebook page as well. So
go and check out Febfest
King's
on
Theatre.
the Facebook page. King's Theatre. I've worked at King's a few times. Cracking theatre.
Oh, it's great, isn't it? Really cool venue. Really cool venue. So yeah, they put a lot of work into that. So
yeah, have I? That's a cracking theatre. Anyway, let's move on to track number 3. We're going to play This Time Round. Tell me about the third song.
So this song is the only song on the EP that isn't kind of new. I wrote this when I was 16, and I kind of wanted to finally record it. I play it a lot live, so I thought I'm going to record this. It fits in well with the vibe of the EP. Yeah, it's called This Time Round.
That was This Time Round by RAAB. I thought I had misread that there. This Time Round by RAAB, right here on the sessions on 107.6. And thank you very much for these songs. Beautiful so far.
Thank you.
We just discussed off air then, again, between the songs. I recognised that song and I thought it was my brain playing tricks on me, but you performed that one for us here the last time you were in. That's how I know that tune.
That's how you recognise it.
Yep. Well, when people send me things, when you send me your songs, I listen to them once, I say, brilliant, beautiful, send it on to the technician here at East Coast and he'll stick it on the system. And I don't really have to remember the songs, I don't have to remember the chord sequences, I don't have to really think about it. Listen to it once or twice, maybe listen to it in the car on Spotify or whatever. Let my kids listen to some stuff to see what they think, because my kids are old enough to understand that kind of stuff now. And then pass it on, and that's what happens. But I recognised that one, and I knew that tune. And
I had heard it before.
I had heard it before, and
you had
played it here. You played it here almost, I was going to say 18 months ago, but maybe not. 14 months ago.
Yeah, probably.
Because this is February to December, and then 12 months.
It doesn't sound that long ago when you say 14 months, but it honestly feels like years ago.
It does. Feels like ages ago. We've had 2 lockdowns since then.
I know.
and no gigs, no shows.
So sad.
Right, we've almost come to the end. It's almost 9 o'clock.
Oh yeah, well that went in fast.
I know, I said that was going to happen, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
The last tune we're going to play, Open Eyes, is this the new single? This is the new one that's out?
Yeah, well this is the title track of the EP.
That's what I was going to say. Thank you very much. Before we move on to that, before you tell me about that, I've got some scribbled notes here.
Oh yeah.
Some awful handwriting. Mostly what should have happened throughout this show. But at the bottom here, I've got Facebook Live and question marks. And you mentioned you've got the Feb Fest thing on, the King's Theatre. King's Theatre on Facebook. Go and check that out on Sunday.
Yes,
but I've also got tour written with question marks. You maybe mentioned that off air, and I've scored down a wee note here about tour that maybe want to happen, maybe half planned to happen. Tell me more.
Well, I'd love to do a tour. I'd love to do a gig. I think just one gig properly with a real audience would be great. But I would love to do a tour. Maybe, I don't know if that could happen later in the year or next year.
Okay.
I just think it'd be something I'd love to do. I've not done one. I think it'd be cool. I think it'd be fun.
A wee Scottish tour. All right. So what are you thinking? 4 or 5 gigs? 4 or 5? Oh, okay.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. We'll see.
Okay.
I'm keeping an open mind, trying to be optimistic.
Just leave it open to the public. Anybody out there that wants to be in touch can be in touch with me here, and I'll pass on the details. Or go to RAAB, RAAB, Facebook, Instagram is _music. RAABmusic.com.
RAABmusic.com is the website, yeah.
It's the website, yeah. See, I've got it all scribbled down. See, people say I'm not paying attention, but I've got it all scribbled down.
You are.
They judge me for this. You see, the other presenters all take the mick out of me for this, but it's all sorted. See, it's all up here.
Oh, you're so organised. Yeah. Totally.
Thanks very much. That's it. Thanks very much. Right. Bye, RAAB. Cheers. Not at all. No, thank you very much.
Thank you.
We're going to move on to your last tune. Before I've said this already, before we move on to that, there was somebody that we wanted to give a wee shout out to, somebody else that we both know.
Well, Martin got in touch with me just the other day, but he was you know him.
I think he went to school with my uncle.
Yeah.
He was also my college professor at Joan S. College many moons ago. He runs a wee studio. I think he still does run a wee studio out at Walnidry.
Yeah.
Cracking wee studio out there. Thank you very much for being in touch. Martin was on the phone and was asking about our Facebook Live feeds, but we can't do the Facebook Live feeds just now because we're doing this over Zoom. I haven't worked out how to broadcast it onto YouTube or Facebook. I've seen it done, but I haven't worked out how to do it. Anybody that knows how to do that kind of stuff, be in touch and I can sort it and try and fix it. Anyway, thank you, Mark. Right, let's move on to the fourth and your final track, Open Eyes. Tell me about the song.
Open Eyes, I wrote, I think, at the tail end of last year, and it was just all about a perspective change. A lot of people, because they've had all this time off work, they've realised, including myself, that maybe they, for example, they don't like their job and they want to do a different job, and you know, things changing for the better. And it's all about things changing for the better.
It was Open Eyes by RAAB right here on the sessions on 107.6. RAAB, thank you very much for being here and for doing this again.
Not at all. Thanks for having me.
When the tour's up and running, be in touch. When they get more gigs are back on, be in touch. When the COVID restrictions are left, get back in here with a wee band and play some tunes for me.
Absolutely. I'd love that. I'd love that.
That's what this show is all about.